Welcome to Lexington, where the sun shines bright literally and figuratively on their old Kentucky home, and the Big Blue Nation ready to get behind these Wildcats in this one. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Texas A&M Aggies taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kentucky Wildcats. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats offense will go on the attack first. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
It is important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run play action. Fires to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to sneak it.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So Texas A&M's offense will go to work for the first time. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? So whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving. At the 45.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
He'll ride his man on the option. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
Here comes the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Wildcats. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds his man. It's Concepcion. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Makes a move. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They believe they can run right here. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming. The defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Line is set on 3rd down. To throw, it's Vance. Here comes the heat. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Pulled and fired complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. At midfield, he's got room. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. The inside handoff.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. Turning it on. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
That has to sting as a defense. In a 3rd and obvious passing situation, you're going against this dual threat quarterback you know can scramble, right? You've got to have somebody at home either spying him or mirroring him, expecting that to happen. That time, the defense wasn't in the right position, and the quarterback absolutely killed them with his legs, picking up the 1st down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. This quarterback part of their running game. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They just haven't been able to get much going so far, punting it away on both possessions. Dropping back, it's Vance. There he goes. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Off the play fake on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive, trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
Pulls it in. It's Washington. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that throw.
No, let's not make football hard. Quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Quick handoff. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down, but they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. They got it. It's blocked.
Yeah, you saw how they just overloaded the left-hand side that time. They were able to overwhelm the offensive line, get in the backfield, and then get their paws up to block that kick.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. To the air, it's Hawkins. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Gonna try to get it himself. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and Just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
It'll be 3rd and long.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25. Offense set on 1st down. They'll go back to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just have the chest. My bad, dog.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Dropping back, it's Vance. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. He'll do it himself.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
Pulls and fires complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kentucky. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air, it's O'Neal. Quickly to the tight end. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. And the Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Washington. Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Catch in the middle. It's Bussey. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Price. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bussey. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to fit the field position with the return. Looking to pass, it's Vance. He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Rush is on him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he throws left. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the 1st half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this 1st half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kroger Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the 2nd half. The returner will field it and bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the 2nd half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little 2nd half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the 2nd half so that they can win this game.
Fires to the middle. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Vance. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Grab behind the line. It's Singleton. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Gonna look downfield again. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Touchdown, Kentucky! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Notre Dame is currently up big at this moment in what's shaping up to be a lopsided affair for the Golden Domers. They're up by 25 over Michigan State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll pull it on the read. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And here comes the offense on second down. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Good play call offensively, and that's the right place to go with the football if you're the quarterback, but just a better job by the defender knocking that ball down.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're expecting pass, so they're going to have to win with 4 guys, and they're 4-1. They got the job done.
And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Rides the back on the option to give. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. And the Aggies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. The give on the option. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He wants to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They go to the ground. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Wildcats have this offense rolling. Motion from the wideout. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Gets it to the back. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Grab near the sticks. It's Gilmore. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. We reach the break, and Kentucky is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. A first down run in the red zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. And for this sophomore signal caller, this one will be filed under learning experience. And you can mark that clash as advantage defense. As corners made plays, really the whole secondary has, David.
They have, and this whole defense has. And this QB, man, he's been very ungood. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Like, he just hasn't been the guy that he has the potential to be and hasn't put drives together. And this offense has just sputtered, and it's just one of those days they want to forget.
The Aggies racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Back to throw, it's Vance. Bringing the heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Caught over the middle. It's Gilmore. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. That leg is staying loose. Already the fifth kick of the night. Now on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. And this is not what they expect in terms of performance. And that's a live ball. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. They'll start this drive going to the air. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? That's caught. It's Singleton. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Behind the chains now on second and long. Power football with the run. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Hey, man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced 3rd and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you put them in a very predictable passing situation.
Right on the money. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018.
On the run, fires downfield.
Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Running to Green.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He'll pull it down and run. At the 35, he's got room. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. To the air, it's O'Neal. Makes the grab. It's Concepcion. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. A&M comes back out with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. They'll run the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Bussey. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. And the Aggies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That's caught. It's Bussey. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Clock stops. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. On 4th down, looking to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He is stopped short of the line of the game. The 4th down try goes awry, and that might just do it. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back gets to give. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Gives it on the option. Hard running there. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to be that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.